Can parasites reside anywhere in the body? And how can Qenda get to these parasites? Right. Can parasites reside anywhere in the body? Simple answer is yes. You may have seen me talking about people with MS and the studies that Dr. Andrew McDonald has done. You can just type in Dr. Andrew McDonald's MS on YouTube and it'll come up. He's got a full presentation on it. He was testing the cerebral fluid and also slicing up the brain of people that have died from Alzheimer's, dementia, and also testing the cerebral fluid of people with MS. What he found was parasites, eggs, spirochetes, all the rest of the stuff inside the cerebral fluid. And then when he sliced up the brains, he also saw the damage that the parasites had done. He'd never actually seen parasites in the brain, but he could see the damage where they'd gone through and they'd eaten through. And then the fact that it's in the cerebral fluid, that's obviously what your brain sits in as well. So that basically proved that people can get parasites in the brain. Further to that, when I first got started on the Qenda, obviously I was riddled with parasites all over my body, bacterial overgrowths, candida overgrowths. I had like every type of overgrowth, and that's why my body was so hypersensitive, hyper reactive to everything. And that's obviously why I had Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, and all the other crazy symptoms that go with it, chronic autoimmune condition. Yeah, I had 10 days on the Qenda and I sneezed and a parasite came out my nose. I'm pretty sure that came out of my brain. Can't prove it, but yeah, not normally people don't get parasites coming out the nose. They normally come out in the toilet. But yeah, like I've had a lot of people say they've had wandering, fluttering pains in the body, and like fluttering pains. And what I've seen, I had them as well. And what I determine it to be is like that's the parasites dying off, because you normally see a lot coming through in the toilet after you've experienced that. So the same way Qenda can get to the parasites all over the body is exactly the same way that the parasites get all over the body. Obviously, when you're having parasites, you normally like ingest them or ingest their eggs, and then they go down into the intestines and start residing in there. Very clever parasites. Well, once you get inflammation in the intestinal lining, these parasites can then get into the blood where they have access to all the body. The definition of a parasite is something that lives and thrives off a host to a host's detriment. So the reason why I'm laughing is parasites know how the human body works. It's pretty crazy. So when you actually get them in your body, they know what part of the body they want to go to. Like you get parasites in your body and your intestines, they're like, right, let's go along. Like obviously you've got the liver fluke that loves it in the liver, loves to live in the liver. And then you've got other parasites like Ascaris. It starts with residing inside your intestines, and then it goes up from the intestines into the blood, finds its way to your lungs where it can lay its eggs in your lungs, and then you cough up the eggs, you get like very phlegmy. So if you're very phlegmy, that's a symptom of parasites. And then cough up the eggs, swallow them, so it goes back to the intestines. They're basically covering all bases to make sure that they can stay in your body and keep themselves alive. Just like anything in nature, they're always just trying to keep themselves alive. So that's how parasites get all over the body. And how does Qenda get all over the body? One, you have it on an empty stomach, so it reaches all the pockets and areas of the digestive system. That's so it can get all the parasites. And then because it's on an empty stomach, it can also absorb through into the blood. Then once in the blood gets all the way around your body in 3 seconds. So that is how it can cleanse the parasites in all your body. And that's why when I had Qenda, after 10 days, I sneezed and one came out my nose. Pretty wild. But yeah, have the Qenda on an empty stomach, then it can reach all the pockets, areas of the digestive system, get rid of the parasites in and around there, and then it absorbs into the blood where it can cleanse all the body.